I like surprises, so the first surprise for you is that I'm not the ladies' choir that's in the programme. The second surprise is that we do want to thank somebody. There are people that you've seen as a mentor or have had a big influence on your life over the years. I could think back in my life to certain teachers at school, certain people at Newbold, certain people that have encouraged me in my ministry at different times. And when I took over as communication director for the British Union, I found there was a man in the Scottish mission who seemed to have his finger in many pies. The first time I ever met him, he picked me up from Paisley Airport, no, from Prescott. It wasn't Glasgow Airport, it was the other one, Prestwick Airport, and got me down to Glasgow Church in time to give me breakfast. And here he was, a retired man with a people carrier, and I said, "Why do you need such a big car?" He says, "Well, it's all the young people I need to taxi around." He made that choice. And over the years, I've recognised that here's a man who's committed to his church, who's committed to communication, who is committed to ADRA, who's committed to his community and sits on so many community panels and has such an influence. And it's inspired me. And he's sitting there looking very embarrassed now. But John, can I invite you to come up here? In terms of ADRA, he sat on the ADRA board at the British Union office, and his expertise has been very much welcomed there. But he's not just a man that sits on a board and says things. This is the man who, I'm not going to confess his age because you know he's young, but who this year walks the West Highland Way, that is 20 more miles than you are old, to raise money for ADRA. And then I came up here in the summer for fun, really, to climb Ben Nevis with those young people you saw this morning, raising money for ADRA, again, to go to Nepal. And blow me, who is there on the walk but John Wilby, who not only has helped organise it, but you took them down to town to get the hiking boots, make sure they were right.
Yeah, but I couldn't have got down without you.
we had a good chat on the way back down. And so really, he confessed to me, I wasn't going to say this, but he confessed to me on the way down the mountain, and I don't believe him because occasionally he tells lies. On the way down the mountain, he said that he planned to retire at the Scottish Mission session. You can tell by the smile on his face, that was a lie. But, nevertheless, I talked with Pastor Hulbert, and I talked with Bert Smith at ADRA, and we thought, let's recognise you, John, for what you've done. And so I'd like to invite Pastor Paul Lockham as the Executive Secretary, just to give you a very small token to thank you for what you have done for ADRA, for community services, for communications, and for so much else over your time here in Scotland.
Thank you very much.
John, this is a little token from ADRA. It says on it, in recognition of a lifetime service to humanity, in Jesus' footsteps. John,
thank you very much.
God bless you.